Welcome back to the late night news. On to some national news now. The India-Pakistan diplomatic tussle has reached a new level now. Pakistan Prime Minister Gilani has said that he was willing to continue talks with India even after his foreign minister took on India's external affairs minister S.M. Krishna and also the Home Secretary G.K. Pillai. And this comes even as the Foreign Secretary Nirupama Rao told NDTV in an exclusive interview that Pakistan needs to introspect why terror is used as an instrument of policy against India.
About the involvement of state and non-state agencies in the whole business of terror unleashed against India by Pakistan. This disclosure about the involvement of the ISI is not something new to India. India has all along maintained that when it comes to the terror machine that continues unfortunately to exist in Pakistan, that there are serious introspections that are required by Pakistan into why terror has been used as an instrument of policy against India. And that involves both state and non-state actors. I am constrained to say that there are state and non-state actors, and Pakistan needs to undergo that whole process, I believe, of catharsis when it comes to understanding why terror is now threatening the very fabric of Pakistan itself.
And under mounting pressure to take action against illegal mining and sack the Reddy brothers from his cabinet, the Karnataka Chief Minister is busy firefighting in New Delhi. He met the Home Minister earlier today and briefed him about the situation in the state. He is understood to have countered the governor's charge that a jungle raj is prevailing in the state. He also told the Home Minister there was no need for a CBI probe into the illegal mining as the Lok Ayukta was already looking into it. And speaking to reporters after that meeting, Yediyurappa said he will not hesitate to sack the Reddy brothers if there was any proof against them. And back in the state at a time when medical treatment is considered as almost unaffordable, residents of RV Nagar in Jafar Khanpet welcomed a free medical examination camp organized by the Chennai Corporation. A broad range of tests, some of them expensive if done in a hospital, were available for free. Lokpriya has this report.
85-year-old Pachiyamma has been battling vision loss for 10 years. Widowed, she now lives with her daughter. She received a full checkup at the camp, which her family could not afford in a hospital. Doctors from private hospitals and those employed by the corporation examined patients in separate sections set up for different ailments. After the checkup, medicines were also provided for free.
Mobile dental van dental problems we are screening here. This is the unique feature of the camp. All public in the hospital go matanga. Idu preventive aspect of public video poy naanga poy we have our IC activity me solli janangala vara solli or preventive aspect of the camp panna sollirkom.
Generally, residents expressed happiness at the treatment, but they said the camp was not properly planned.
காலையில இருந்து நின்னுட்டு இருக்கறோம் 7 மணில இருந்து நின்னுட்டு இருக்கறோம் கொஞ்சம் சீக்கிரமா போட்டுருந்தாங்கன்னா டோக்கன் சிஸ்டம் கொடுத்து எங்களுக்கு போட்டுருந்தா நல்லா இருக்கு ஆனா முடியல எங்கனால.
The free medical camp named after Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi is the latest in a series. It has been held at different locations in the state over the past many years. In Chennai, Lokpriya, NDTV Hindu.
Well, this year Tamil Nadu was #1 in voluntary blood donation in the country. But after reports of children in Rajasthan being infected with the HIV blood transfusion, the focus is now turned to how safe the process actually is in our state.
It's not just these children with thalassemia, but even ordinary people face the risk of being infected by blood supplied from blood banks. Authorities at state-run hospitals insist that blood transfusion rules or NACO guidelines are strictly followed, but they agree that the ELISA test currently used to detect HIV has a window period of 3 months when the infection cannot be detected.
The period is very difficult it takes 3 weeks to 3 months. If the same donor comes after 3 months only, we can say that the window period we have missed.
A more advanced test, the nucleic acid test or the NAT, which can detect the virus within 3 to 6 days after the patient contracts the infection, is not used in government hospitals because it costs a lot more than the ELISA test.
India consists of nearly about 3,500 blood banks all over the country. But implementing the NAT test is very difficult because one is the cost factor and the trained personnel we require, and most of the blood bank situated in the periphery. We cannot use a two yardstick, metropolitan city and other blood bank.
But till the time NAT tests become a reality, doctors say following the blood donation protocol, computerizing test results to avoid errors and encouraging voluntary donations will ensure safety.
There is no test to eliminate 100% window period. So only possible to have the safe blood to motivate the people to donate blood repeatedly once in 3 months and retain the donor.
In Chennai, Nithala, NDTV Hindu.
And while the central government has said traditional Indian medicines should also undergo strict tests like allopathic drugs, our reporter Nithala says this means manufacturers of Ayurvedic and Siddha medicines should support their claims with data. The medicines will also be tested for possible adverse effects on users.
If you think Siddha treatment is limited to arthritis and skin disorders, think again. Alternative medicine is now claiming more success than allopathy in treating more diseases, including complex ailments.
Thrombocytopenia is a blood disorder in which bleeding occurs due to fall of platelets below the normal level of 1.45 lakhs. In modern side, they are treating it with the heavy dosage of steroid, or they are removing the spleen. Without this procedure, Siddha is very economically treating idiopathic thrombocytopenia.
But the use of traditional medicine remains limited due to lack of transparency and standardization. The central government is set to address these issues now.
The stage has come where we have to standardize our drugs, and we have to see that we should have to have even the acceptability outside. There has to be transparency in knowing that people should know what is the drugs or that these are made of.
As traditional medicine is preferred by many as an alternative treatment, the government in Tamil Nadu is also backing calls for standardization.
மிக பழமையாக அவருடைய நாட்டில் இருந்த மருத்துவத்தையும் பிற்காலத்திலே வந்த அலோபதி மருத்துவத்தை இணைத்து அவருடைய நாட்டை பொறுத்தவரையில் மருத்துவ துண்டு என்பது இவை இரண்டையும் கலந்து எந்தெந்த நோய்க்கு எந்தெந்த விதமான மருந்து என்பது எல்லோருமாக ஏற்றுக்கொண்டு நிறைவேற்றக்கூடிய அளவுக்கு அரசு அந்த திட்டத்தை நிறைவேற்றி இருப்பதாக நான் கேள்விப்படுகிறேன்.
To promote the use of traditional medicine, the state-run Siddha Medical College in Chennai has set up an expo that's open to the public till Sunday. In Chennai, Nithala, NDTV Hindu.
Well, everyone dreams of being a professional when they're young. But here's someone who at the age of 10 has already become one. We bring you this record achievement of this young girl whose achievements have drawn the attention even of the country's leaders.
Believe it or not, this 10-year-old girl can now configure security and networking services on popular websites such as Google and Yahoo. Lavina Shri is a child prodigy. She is now a Red Hat certified engineer. She is the youngest in the world to pass this software qualification exam, which is usually taken by qualified engineers and management professionals. Lavina Shri is not new to the Limca Book of Records. The class 6 student from Madurai had shot to fame when she managed to recite the entire Thirukural when she was just 3 years old.
I want to be the youngest in everything I do. I wish God helps me to do everything.
Her parents are proud of their young daughter's achievements.
லவ்னா சரி வந்து உலக லெவலில் இவ்வளோ பெரிய லெவலில் அச்சீவ்மெண்ட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. அவங்க வந்து ஃபார்மர் பிரசிடெண்ட் டாக்டர் ஏபிஜே அப்துல் கலாம் ஐயா மாதிரி சயின்டிஸ்ட் ஆகணுன்றது எங்களுடைய விருப்பம்.
The child who wants to become a scientist has been felicitated by the country's top leaders, including Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, President Pratibha Patil and Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister Karunanidhi. With camera person Chandran in Madurai, this is Pratiksha Ramkumar for NETV Hindu.
And while it's a bit of disappointment for superstar Rajnikant's fans, the music launch of his much-awaited flick Endiran will be held in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. The event, scheduled towards the end of this month, is being organized by HBO, and HBO will also release the movie worldwide. The superstar's film will be released in over 300 screens across the world. That makes Endiran the largest worldwide release ever, only after Spider-Man. But there's something to cheer up. Sources reveal that there's a second launch lined up for the Chennai's die-hard fans in the first week of August. The movie, which was to be released in August, now has confirmed that the movie will be a Diwali firecracker. And that's a wrap on the late night news. Keep watching NDTV Hindu for all the latest news and updates. Good night.